Question 3 in the referendum consultation asks, what are your views on the inclusion of a second question in the referendum and the voting system that could be used? The Scottish Government's policy is independence, because we believe only independence will allow Scotland to reach its full potential, and we are extremely confident of securing a yes vote for independence. However, the Scottish Government has consistently made it clear that we are willing to include a question on further substantial devolution in the referendum if there is sufficient support for such a move. Civic Scotland have led the debate on the people of Scotland having the option of more powers included on the ballot paper. For example, SCVO have made the case for a second question, and Canon Kenyon Wright, who chaired the Scottish Constitutional Convention, has also raised the issue. One option, full devolution or devolution max, was set out in some detail in Your Scotland, Your Voice. Under this option, the Scottish Parliament would, with certain exceptions, be responsible for all laws, taxes and duties in Scotland. Although short of independence, this option would confer significant economic powers on the Scottish Parliament. One of the country's leading businessmen, Jim McCall, has also spoken of his support for more powers, saying, "Many of us in business are convinced a prosperous future for this country depends on more powers for the Parliament." Another option recently set out was Devo Plus, which would include substantial powers but not go as far as Devo Max. The Devo Plus campaign includes politicians from the Labour, Conservative and Liberal Democrats, although they don't want the people to have a say on this option in a referendum. In designing a referendum with a second question, if there is support for such, the Scottish Government would take expert advice. However, we note that a two-question referendum was held successfully in Scotland in 1997, the referendum in which the people of Scotland voted for a Scottish Parliament and for that Parliament to have tax-raising powers. There are also other international examples. What do you think? Should the people of Scotland have their say on more powers for the Scottish Parliament, short of independence? Give your views on the inclusion of a second question in the referendum and on the rest of the consultation by going to scotreferendum.com.